guys, today we are going to be doing some doodles. Do you ever find yourself like doodling on the side of a worksheet or just drawing designs or shapes? Those are all awesome ways to practice doing art. So I thought today we would do a little doodling. I added in your fourth grade folder a little page that you can look at to do flower doodles. It just gives you some ideas. So today we are going to be using a color scheme, which is a specific color grouping, and then we're gonna add, with marker, little doodles around it. So let's grab our color wheel here and, ooh, can I get it off? Choose a color scheme. So for your project, I want you to pick a color for your, a color grouping for your flowers. So you can decide if it's going to be a color grouping of primary colors. So maybe you're going to do yellow, red, blue, or is it going to be the secondary colors? Orange, purple, and green. Maybe you're going to do an analogous color scheme where you're picking color buddies. Those are the analogous colors, or colors that touch each other on the color wheel. So maybe you'll do purple, red, and orange. That's a nice color scheme. Or maybe you'll do blue, or purple, blue, and green. So the warm colors and the cool colors are a cool analogous color scheme. So I want you to think of 3 colors that go together in for a certain reason. And I'll put those on another Google Doc inside the folder so you can look at some ideas for color schemes. If you want to choose a whatever color scheme, maybe your favorite colors, I'm okay with that too. So I'm not sure if I can get that back up there. We'll set it here. Okay, so the first step is to choose a color scheme, so 3 colors together. So maybe it's cool, warm, is it primary, is it secondary, is it analogous? You're gonna decide that. And the second thing that you are going to do is you're going to go grab your materials. So I'm gonna use a Sharpie and then colored markers for this. If you don't have a Sharpie, I would use pencil for your doodling, and that's gonna be all of these little crazy lines. And the markers we're just gonna use for colorful circles on our page. So I'm gonna go grab that and then we're gonna get started. Okay, I chose my color scheme and I chose to do color buddies, which are colors that touch each other on the color wheel. So I chose to do purple, orange, and red. They're all on the same side of the color wheel. And those colors are called analogous colors when they touch each other, orange, red, and purple. Okay, so that's the color scheme that I'm gonna do. Is that on there? Yeah. Purple, red, and orange here. Okay, so those are the colors I'm gonna use. I am going to pick one color and I'm gonna make 3 circles of that color, and I'm gonna have variety in my picture. So I wanna, to be able to have variety, I wanna have a big, middle, and a small, and that'll add interest if all the circles are not the same size. So there's a big, a middle, and a small. Okay, now I'm going to use the purple. A big, oh, that's a very light purple. Big, middle, small. Okay, and I'm gonna continue this with my 3 sets of colors. Okay, so now I have my big, middle, smalls of each one of my circles, and now I'm ready to add my black marker, or if you don't have black marker, a pencil would be nice. A nice pointy pencil would be good for drawing these fun little doodles, or maybe a black marker or a crayon would work. I'm gonna try a Sharpie. My little skinny Sharpie is kind of dull, so I'm thinking I'm gonna use the pointy part of a chisel tip to be able to get skinny lines. So I have this in the Google folder for you guys to look at too. These are just give you some fun ideas of lines to create flower doodles. So I'm putting that next to me here so that I can look off of that if I want to come up with ideas. So each one of my flowers, I'm going to try to make it look different than all the rest. So you can choose to add your doodles inside the circle that you've created, or they can stick up off the circle. So this one I'm just kind of creating from my own brain. And maybe I'm gonna add in extra lines, so you don't have to print this doodle sheet. You can just look over at it on your computer. Maybe here I'm gonna make this one a spiral. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up and add little doodles to each one of my circles. Okay, so now I'm going to add on some stems to make my flowers a little grounded here. So I'm gonna make this the bottom of my paper here, and I'm just gonna add stems here. I'm gonna add them behind other flowers. So today for your project, or when you send me your email, make sure that you send me a picture of your work, and then also I want you to put in your email what color scheme you chose. So did you choose a warm color scheme? Was it a cool color scheme? Was it primary? Was it secondary? Did you create your very own color scheme? Was it analogous like mine? And I will put a Google Doc in the folder of different color scheme choices. So if you're confused on what to pick, email me if you're confused, or look at that document. You can pick from those color schemes. All right, I hope you had fun doodling today, and I'll see you guys next week.